absolutely brutal way to end a ball, especially after such a strong ball like that. That one was locally recording. I got that one. All right, so we have Cam stepping up now. Cam has a little. Well, he's secured second place here, and good thing that'll be on Close Scores on Facebook.com. Just kidding. That was only ball 2. Holy crap! I was wrong. I'm like, it's over. Good thing you caught him. I don't know if we're live. I don't know if I mean, I know I'm locally recording, but I have no idea whether or not. Well, I'm using Mob Crush, and when I disconnect from them, like when this drops, I don't know if it automatically reconnects me to Mob Crush. So I have no idea where we're at. We're kind of in internet purgatory, and my phone's dead, so I really have no idea what's working and what's not.
Yeah, you're live on Twitch.
All right, we're live on Twitch. Sorry, everyone. Okay, cool. So John Paul is up again on Deadpool. Oh, what was that? Yes, it is. Now it's
There we go. There we go.
We're live. Mics are hot. So, yeah. John Paul, man.
Yeah, it's ball 2. It's a very good score.
Yeah. And like most games in here, I mean, they're set up pretty hard. I mean, he's been through Mexu, Multiball, and Sauron already.
Wow.
I haven't made it that far to know what comes next, and I just, like I was mentioning earlier on the stream, I just don't have the time like I used to have to really study the games and like know what happens next. So I might get to learn something today about where things go from here.
Well, that was just an unfortunate fumble.
Yeah.
But if he would have completed both of his quests, then it's on to Mr. Sinister, and that's the main wizard mode.
Yeah.
Still a very solid score.
Yeah, no, that'll be on Pin to Go, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of machines, a lot of Deadpools, you see high scores in the billions. Like,
oh, sure, and that just baffles me.
Yeah, it's
like
ridiculous.
2 billion, 4 billion, I mean, just really crazy, insane scores.
And the high score on this one, I think, is in the 900 million range.
Right.
Which is still extremely good, but yeah, it's like every machine you see, there's somebody that put up billions on it, which, yeah, I don't get it either.
Well, I know there's kind of, it's a skillful shot that target that will feed up to the left ramp.
That's the key.
Or the upper left ramp.
That's the key for blowing it up.
Like,
for sure.
I can never find it, and if I do find it, I always hit it by accident.
Yes.
But that is definitely a super important shot. In this game, especially when you're getting into later modes. God, can you imagine like a 4x Mr. Sinister, or even
ridiculous.
like Sauron, like huge points. So Cam Talbot finishes off Sabretooth there. So looks like let's see if he goes up that center orbit shot. Is that, or no? Disco's on the left hand side.
I think if he hits that center orbit, I think he'll start Berserker Rage. Is
okay,
that right?
that's the Wolverine mode.
Almost hit it, and it fed right back down the middle.
But he does come away with multi-ball. Thought that was the end of his ball.
Thought so too. That's interesting.
I wonder if he may have started. Oh, you know what? His mini Deadpool was
had it
ready,
locked. Yeah.
but yeah, he just didn't hit it.
Okay.
All right, so over on Jurassic Park, Aaron Metz took first on that one, Steve Sabino second, and Julia Metz third. We'll get the standings updated here in just a few minutes. So Cam finishes up on Deadpool. So John Paul will take the win on that one, followed by Cameron and Mark.
Are you sure that wasn't the other way around? Yeah. Okay, Mark only had 13 million.
Yeah, Mark
Okay.
only had 13
Okay.
million. So let's take a quick break and get things moved around here. And we will be right back. Batman 66, Cam, Sal, and Julia on Deadpool, Aaron, Mark, and Ashley on Jurassic Park on the right. It's Steve, Andy, and John. Officially about 45 minutes left in qualifying. Again, if we reached 4:30, that was our start time. We're just taking the top 4 and then the next 2 that are above 8,000 in the IFPH to keep things moving, all right? All right, so we are going to Jurassic Park again. Thank goodness. That's what everybody came for, right? So we got Steve Sabino up. So right now we've got Andy Pickens walking away from Jurassic Park. I just realized something. I don't have enough cameras for heads up because I'm going to have the 2 coming down, and then I've only got 1 score, and then I've got 1 B-roll. I wonder if I can use one of these.
Yeah, that's wide enough to capture like both screens.
Yeah. Well, the problem's going to be that that's going to be turned a long ways. I need to go see if I have extension cords.
something else.
I'm back again. Sorry to go dark. So joining me in the booth now, Nick Marston. He is one of the managers here at Starport Arcade and Pub in Morgantown. Nick, how are things going, man?
Great. Just checking out what's going on with the release at Jurassic Park.
Yeah, man. So just came back to Starport. We've got a lot of different things changing here. Is there anything in particular that's coming up that you guys are excited about? Yeah.
We got quite a few different events coming up, actually. We have another Drunken Disney night coming up, themed. It's lovely seeing males even coming in dressing up like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Yeah. There's a lot of events I can't even announce as of yet, just due to they're huge, and we are planning to do them at our new location, which will be happening in December. Amongst that, we have a few NHL tournaments coming up. Good old bubble hockey, can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
And there is a huge possibility, if it's not me, it'll definitely be somebody. Maybe Brian Dye will do it, but we're going to bring in a hockey net and a couple sticks, and you're going to be able to shoot pucks on actually a goalie in full gear.
Oh,
so
that would be
kind of fun.
stellar. That would be a lot of fun. Fred Cochran and Doug Polka, if you guys are watching this, you got to come down for that. Big hockey heads up in Pittsburgh that I'm sure would love that.
We'll also be doing NHL 2020 contest for the Stanley Cup. We have a big surprise for that one. We have a very unique Stanley Cup for the winner for that one, instead of the Stanley Beer Bucket that Rob Fitchett won before.
That is awesome. So we're here celebrating, Stern's one of their most recent releases with Jurassic Park. I think I saw some specials out there. There's like Raptor Punch. Is that what it was?
Yep, one of our bartenders, Keely, made a Raptor Punch for you guys. It's up there. I'll probably run it all night, so definitely come check it out. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, right now we are located at the top of Chestnut Street in Morgantown, real close to the Book Exchange. We will be moving. There are plans to move. That should be happening sometime around December, hopefully sooner, like tomorrow, but that probably won't happen. We have a lot of things planned for the future, and we just wanted to thank you for letting us put this together, getting the second Jurassic Park in here. Brian, friend, looking at you. But thanks for swinging in, telling us a little about what to look forward to in the future.
Yep. And just be sure to check out our Facebook and all the social media sites as well. We're doing tons of stuff we have not announced yet. And I can actually say this as well, but we are forming an insane team of just great people that are super motivated and dedicated to Starport. So be on the lookout for some serious changes coming your way for the new location, but they're starting to change and alter a little bit currently right now.
Awesome, man. Thanks for swinging in.
No problem. Remember to go beyond the game.
Thanks, man. So we got Andy. Looks like he is leaning to the left. Or maybe that's my horrible camera placement skills. Let's see. He is now out of multi-ball. He's got his pterodactyl attack lit. And unfortunately drained, but a really, really solid game. 160 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. We forgot to update this thing again. Yeah. Rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes. Are we fixed? We're fixed. So, if John is even able to pull out the win here, he will only have 23 points. He will have at least a minimum 2 more rounds. Here, Steve with 13, Andy with 12. Let's see where that puts them respectively. Let's see, Steve is sitting in 5th, Andy in 7th. So this could be an important match. We do have a 3-hour time limit for qualifying, so at 4:30 we are cutting it off. The top 4 are going to advance to the heads-up finals, and the next 2 that are ranked 8,000 plus in the IFPA rankings will play for the Novice Championship. There were no entry fees, no cash prizes for this one. This is just to kind of come hang out. Winner will get a killer plaque and some translates down the line. So again, we're coming to you live from Starport Arcade and Pub in Morgantown, West Virginia. This is the Stern Pinball Jurassic Park launch party. And Andy, sitting with 113 million, is up again. Looks like he might be going for the Raptor Tri-Ball, another multi-ball that's available in this game. Shooting the Raptor pin there on the left-hand side. Oh, an unfortunate drain down the left out lane. Lighting that ball save, that left out lane ball save is critical on these machines. The left to right is deadly. So we got Andy Pickens sitting pretty. And now John Paul Figler is going to try to chase him. If he does catch him, he'll be 1 point away from locking himself into a spot for the finals. John is currently tied for first with 19. Aaron Metz is also tied for first with 19. Oh, really great save there. Great nudge to keep the ball in play. And then the flipper fumble there after a really good save. That's typically how it happens. Like, you make a killer save and then you have an oops. So they're finished up there. We'll get some scores. And we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break and step away for just a brief moment. Have some B-roll going here of the arcade tucked away back here in the back. Thanks again to everybody that's joining us right now, and we'll be back in just a second. So it looks like we're finishing up rounds, possibly finishing up on Deadpool. 1 second. It's me again. So we're just sitting here waiting for our last group to finish up on Deadpool, and we will continue with the stream. Somebody is playing the machine where right next to the rig, so I don't want to move it and distract them. And she's done, maybe. You win. And Ashley Talbot wins.
Nice job. Nice job, Ashley. Round 8 on Jurassic Park on the right. Mark, Sal, and Steve. On Jurassic Park on the left, it's Julia, John, and Ashley. On wheels, it's Cameron, Aaron, and Andy. Premium. That's all right. It's all good. Mark, Sal, and Steve are on the one on the right. Julia, John, and Ashley are on the one on the left.
All right, so we are back to Jurassic Park, and Mark had a really solid game on this earlier. Right off the plunge, you got the skill shot up the left ramp. That'll feed it to the left flipper. You can combo the right ramp for a super skill shot, some added ball save time, and then if you combo into the left ramp, the left side ramp, that is an even bigger super skill shot worth even more ball save time. So Mark had an unfortunate ball one there. Let's see. Let's think implications here. Here's Sal. Sal up again. Mark, should he win, he'll be 1 point away. 4 points away from advancing. Really, nobody can get there quickly should they win this game. It'll be at least another couple rounds, and a really terrible feed. That was unfortunate. So Steve Sabino up now on Jurassic Park. Better known as Skee Ball Steve. Fallout Shelter. Also here in Morgantown, just down the street. They've got a handful of pinball machines in there now. We've got 5 or 6, including Lord of the Rings and Stern Kiss, both solid titles. But they're also on Chestnut Street here. Steve does a lot of tech work down there. Aaron and Julia are here. They're also representing Fallout Shelter. And we're back to Mark. I was afraid somebody played out a turn there. And he gets the ball saved there. So basically what he wants to do right now, that's exactly what, shooting the left ramp, that's going to start his paddock. And he wants to shoot on the first paddock that you start. It will be 1 rescue. So the rescues are any of the flashing orange shots. Once you collect 1 rescue, it will light 2 drop targets that are on both sides of the truck that you kind of see there in the middle of the playfield to set a trap to capture the dinosaur. You can capture the dinosaur and continue to collect rescues, or you can advance onto the next paddock by spelling map. But there are reasons why it can be beneficial to keep rescuing staff members even after you've captured the dinosaur. So right now, you see the flashing green insert by the upper right-hand flipper. That's where the dinosaur is right now, and he's chasing staff around the park. And what Mark is trying to do, who is not Steve Sabino, what Mark is trying to do is rescue that staff from being devoured, or I'm sorry, injured by the dinosaurs in the park. So Sal Sulik, having a great time. Coming back up to Steve. This Jurassic Park's being a little mean. It's been a little difficult today. So Skee Ball Steve, he hits a skill shot. Now he missed a super skill shot comboing the right ramp. And let's see where he's at. So if he also needs to shoot his left ramp to start his paddock mode. Hits the truck and gets credit for a T-Rex light, but unfortunately drains. So now we've got Mark Witkowski up on Jurassic Park. Again, one of the newer releases from Stern Pinball. They just announced Elvira will be coming just in time for Halloween. The next installment of that series of games. But Keith Elwin and team, again, did a fantastic job with this game. Flow is great, the rules are great, the way they've incorporated dinosaurs into the rule sets, based on what they would be doing in real life has been really cool to see. So Mark here has a couple different options. That was not one of them. He had his T-Rex multi-ball ready to go, but unfortunately drained. And I believe he'll have to start that process over on his next ball. So Sal stepping up again here, and that is not Mark. I'll get better at this, I swear. I've just got looking at too many different things. So that was a quick wraparound shot from the upper right-hand flipper. So that actually goes in 2 different directions. So the upper inner loop will feed the upper right flipper again, where the upper left ramp, the side ramp, I should say, will feed the left flipper, and it's a really, really, really satisfying shot when you hit it. even more satisfying shot is when you can hit that O on the inner loop. That'll feed the upper right flipper as well, and then combo one of those other side shots. It's incredibly, incredibly satisfying if you're lucky enough to hit it. So Steve Sabino coming up again here. Nick Marsison, if you're listening, if you could please bring me more water. My mouth is so dry. So there again, you see the skill shot there from Steve. Gets him a little bit of extra ball save time, which came in handy there. Got a ball save. Oh, and he fumbles there just a little bit. But he didn't hit any switches. I think that gave it back to him, which that is, on some Jurassic Parks, and this happens to be one of them, the auto plunge doesn't always get the ball all the way up the helipad to feed the right flipper. So in that particular instance, Steve didn't hit any switches. And in that case, especially in these more modern games, the game doesn't believe that a ball successfully made it from the trough up to the playfield. So it'll feed you another ball with no penalty. That's why it didn't end his ball at that point. So a very fortunate kind of thing for Steve. He gets to keep playing here and not lose his ball. And now he has his T-Rex event ready from shooting the T-Rex enough times. Looks like it's over. That's what it looks like. I didn't see exactly what mode he started, but 17 million to wrap up his game of Jurassic Park. And that's it. And oh my gosh. Alexa, clip that. Look at that. Not even, is that 200,000 points? Holy cow. What a beat. Oh my gosh. She lets it out. Look at her. You can see the anguish. The absolute anguish. That is so brutal. So, and that's exactly why that ball save where it didn't end his ball was huge. I mean, give him just enough time to hedge out the win there. We'll update some scores and I'll be right back. Completed a mode and actually got them to start another mode on the same ball. I'm very proud of myself. Are you playing 30? Yeah. That's a big score. So we are back to hanging out. I'm Brian Dye. We are here at Starport Arcade in Morgantown, West Virginia. This is the Stern Pinball Jurassic Park launch party. We're doing a target match play format here today where players are grouped. Right now in groups of 3, and it's 4-2-1-0 scoring. Winning a game will give you 4 points. Getting second will give you 2 points. Getting third will get you 1 point, and losing and coming in last will get you nothing. Good day, sir. You lose. It's a race to 24 points to qualify for finals. So basically what will happen is if somebody gets to 24 points, they're removed from the active pool of players, and everyone else that's left in the active pool will play until they get to 24. Today, we only had not only, I'm not going to say not only, we had 9 players. Not a bad turnout. I'm excited about it. Having a lot of fun today. But we'll only be taking 4. We cut the field by 50% for finals. And then we'll be taking the next top 2 players ranked 8,000 plus in the IFPA to play in our novice championship for their shot at a translate. We'll be doing a heads-up final format. We'll be using 2 Jurassic Parks for that, so it should be exciting. I'm going to update some other scores here. Real quick, want to give a big shout-out to some of our friends across the country. Carl D'Angelo with IE Pinball, the folks up at PAPA, the Professional and Amateur Pinball Association, Rage Tilt Pinball, Dead Flip, Jack Danger, Nick, Kevin, and his team up in Buffalo Pinball. All really super great folks. Follow their Twitch channels, and we'll be back in a second. We'll also take a quick look at our standings. These are not updated. Now they are updated, or should be updated. This is with 1 game still in play. Aaron Metz leading the pack with 22. He'll need 2 more points. He'll need at least 2nd place to secure his spot in finals. Followed by John Paul, Andy, and Ashley. Looks like there's a tie for 2nd and, well, I guess technically 3rd. So this could be interesting. We're coming down to our last 15 minutes of qualifying time. So we'll need to hustle here to see if we can get at least another round in. Let's go try to get them squared away.
So uncomfortable.
Yes, score monkey.
Yes, score monkey. All right, next round. Nobody's gonna do the harmony with me. Thanks. Aaron, Sal, and Julia on Batman. Jurassic Park on the right. Mark, Cameron, and Andy, and on Beatles, it's John, Ashley, and Steve. I'm moving this way.
Sorry, I had to step away there again. The restroom was calling. TMI. Sorry. So we're in round 9. We're going back to Jurassic Park with Mark, Cameron, and Andy. Things are getting close. Things are definitely getting close, getting closer to finals. If Andy pulls out a win here, he's in. He will qualify for finals. Right now, I think Aaron Metz is in first with 23 points, followed by John Paul Figler with 22, Aaron Metz with 22, and Andy with 20. So Ashley only needs 1 point to advance. So as long as she doesn't lose, she'll be in. John Paul needs at least 2 points to get in, as does Aaron, and Andy needs a win here. Should Steve win, he's got 19. A 4 would only get him 23. So this could very well be the last round based on the time limits and people actually squeezing into finals because of our 3-hour cutoff. We do have some folks visiting long distance out of town. Everybody's got other better things to do on a Sunday. Not that this isn't the best thing to do on a Sunday. So that's kind of a faux pas. Pinball is the best thing. So, and coming back up to the game right now, right on cue is Mark Witkowski. It looks like they spelled the Atlanta Braves wrong on his jersey, but that's okay. I think he was going for the, oh no. Well, that did give him a ball back. It didn't look like it. That rig. Got to get better casters for that rig. It likes to resettle after I set it in place. So it looks like he's going for that helipad shot, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know. Tough ball. A little bit of a fumble there on the flipper. Mark, go back and watch that. Learn from that. You'll see exactly what happened. So stepping back up is Cam Talbot, also known as, in the pinball circle here, is Sam and Cameron. Very good friend of mine. He and his wife, again, have both been coming to a lot of our pinball events as of late, and we definitely appreciate it. So Cam is sitting with 7 million. He's got a little bit more work to do to catch first place. A nice little dig there. To save a center drain. So he needs to at least make one rescue and then shoot the stand-ups next to the truck. There's one. So right there on each side of the truck, you see the yellow inserts. They're flashing now. Hitting one of those will set a trap for the dinosaur. Which that has happened, and now that center shot right up the middle will capture the dinosaur. I think it may have moved just as he was shooting with the upper right flipper, but he has captured the dinosaur and collected the perks for that particular paddock. And an unfortunate drain there. That ball drained so fast that I didn't see it even happen. Now stepping up is Andy Pickens, again, 2-time league champion in Morgantown, back-to-back, as a matter of fact. Andy's a heck of a player. Had kind of a tough run at Pinball this year, but still, nonetheless, he's definitely got the skills to pay the bills. So, he has started his VT Rex mode. which is a multi-ball. Now this works, the way that the T-Rex mode is interesting, so it's a lot of risk-reward where before you shoot the left ramp to start the actual multi-ball, there are shots around the playfield that are lit orange, which will build the hurry-up value that you collect on the left ramp. So you can take your time and shoot all the lit orange shots to build that value. However, if you drain, you lose your opportunity to start that multi-ball. And then you start the cycle of T-Rex events to go on to the next one. So it looks like it's kind of short-lived. But this game, like the side-to-side is so brutal, very challenging, and I feel like multi-ball in this game is very, very difficult to control. If you've ever watched, it's kind of nice to see. I don't want to say surprising, but if you've ever seen like the really, really highly skilled players play, your Robert Gagnos, your Chris Stevens, your Keiths and Daniele's, and the list goes on and on and on. There are games that multi-ball are just so controllable, and those top tier players can just exploit that and just really, really blow the games up. And I feel like that's just really hard to do here. Even if you've got two cradled up on one side, and one on the other, it's hard to jailbreak. It's hard to really advance in multi-ball, at least in my opinion, which doesn't make it a bad game. I think it makes it really good. I think it makes it more challenging. So we got Mark here again. I think we're coming up on ball 3 here. Let's see. That was a nice little live catch on the upper right hand flipper. So Mark, the priority right now, let's see, he's going for that helipad again. And I don't know. I think now I feel like there's something I haven't learned or that I don't know about this game yet. So now his feed T-Rex mode, now this is where he could shoot the various orange shots on the playfield. So there's one, and it reset his hurry-up value for the multi-ball, but unfortunately he drained, and now he doesn't really have a chance to play that multi-ball. And the time is 4:27, so this is more than likely going to be the last round before we make cuts for finals. People will be allowed to finish out this round. However, if we have any ties, we'll deal with that when the time comes, but I don't think any more rounds are going to be started after 4:30. Well, I don't think they're going to be started after 4:30. I'm saying I don't think we're going to finish this round by the time 4:30 rolls around, unfortunately. So Andy's stepping up here. He needs a little bit of help. He's got 16 million, needs to catch at least 25. If he catches 25 million, that will advance him into finals, and starting Chaos multi-ball almost definitely guarantees Andy moving on and advancing to finals.